Let's go!
Nintendo Switch 2. There's going to be a lot of stuff about the system itself. I think that's what the majority of the premiere on Wednesday is going to be. We don't know how long it is. It's going to be an hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. If it's 15 minutes, dude, they're just going to spend 10 minutes talking about the C button or something like that. But the hardware doesn't do much for me. I'm excited for games. The fact that it will play games does a lot for me. So the games themselves are usually where the majority of my personal gift sub worthy investment is going to lie. And I think we need to start making a pretty deep introspection. This is new Nintendo hardware, my dude, that has a chance of at least running a lot of modern games, allowing itself to be compatible with what third parties have been doing for the past like 10 years and being sort of in a space that will share that with the other consoles and maybe PC to a certain degree, which is kind of a big deal. Nintendo has not had ample hardware to even support this stuff for the most part, you know? So bets are mostly going to be on games that might be multi-platform, but a lot of like new Nintendo games and maybe surprise ones. We got to start digging deep in what those actually are. So Switch 2 gift sub bets, and of course, the one game that is the biggest gift sub bet, probably 10,000 gift subs. I'm going to say it, 10,000 gift subs. Bloodborne. Bloodborne shows up on the Switch 2. 10,000 gift subs. Bloodborne 2. I'm starting with a serious bet, okay? This is a serious bet. In actual seriousness, let's be real. Things that can happen. PSO! PSO, something, classic PSO in any way, remake, re-release, Switch, whatever, dude. I'm going ham, 500 gift subs. This has been on several gift sub bets for several events for many years now. Just hoping that Phantasy Star Online comes back in some way. Phantasy Star Online, it's a Sega thing, yeah. But you know what? Sega Returns games, right? I'm just gonna say Crazy Taxi, bitch. I think if the other Sega Returns games are there, I'm happy, but if there's one that I actually want to see, it's Crazy Taxi. So yeah, I'm gonna say this. Crazy Taxi. Let's put in 50 gift subs. 50 gift subs if Crazy Taxi is somehow shown there. There might not be barely any games, you know? $5 from Front Facing Joe says, what about F-Zero? I'm with you. However, it can't be some SNES F-Zero stuff that like recently came out. No. F-Zero GX. If Sega F-Zero comes back, that's like 100 gift subs. A Sega-made F-Zero game. That's different. Those are not like the same relationship of classic. It's so specific. It really is, because to be honest, if just generic F-Zero came back, it wouldn't do much for me. But if it's like F-Zero coming back from Sega, where F-Zero was peak, I'm definitely down. Star Fox. Yeah? Star Fox returns? I'll put 25 on that. That'd be cool. I'd be down for Star Fox coming back, dude. How much are you going to enjoy the Assault on Corneria again? Maybe for the 7th time? But we'll see, you know? Should we just get to the big fat one? Smash Brothers anything. This could be a teaser. It has to be something acknowledging something new. It can't be a re-release of an old game, even if it was Melee. I know a lot of people would be into that. That wouldn't really do it for me as much. But even if it's like a giant update to Smash Ultimate, a big visual update to Smash Ultimate, it has to be something substantial. If it's Smash Ultimate update or a brand new update or a netcode thing, whatever, man, I don't give a shit. But if it's an actual acknowledgement of there being a new game, a teaser for a new game, I'm with you, dude. I'm 100% with you. 250 gift subs is very high. In fact, I don't think we've ever had a 250 gift sub bet be acknowledged or redeemed. There was an FF7 one at like 300-ish a couple years ago, you know? You know what? I'm gonna throw something out. I'd be very happy if this was announced. Metroid Dread 2. I don't think this has a chance of happening right now because Prime 4 is about to come out. So this doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm just saying a new, not 3D Metroid game. Proper 2.5D Metroidvania, Metroid game. That's what I'm looking at. I want it to be kind of made by the same devs. I love that game. That's probably one of my favorite goddamn Switch games. You know what would also be a great character to reintroduce on this system, even if it was not exclusive on this system? Mega Man comes back in some way. That's 200 gift subs. And I feel like this is one of the best places to do it. Mega Man's relationship, in accordance with like Nintendo, does have some, you know, some cross-pollination over the years, especially in Smash. The best 3D looking Mega Man was done by Bandai Namco, aka Smash Brothers. I still think that model that Sakurai approved is still the best looking 3D Mega Man that they have made. I thought his design in 11 and his movement and animations was kind of like, ugh, I didn't love it. So if anything, Mega Man something, would be quite nice. Beautiful Joe, you're not with me there. Animal Crossing bet, I'm not with you on that one. FF7 Remake games are coming to Switch. I'll put 50 gift subs on that. Being ported over to the system in some fashion, that would just be nice. Kid Icarus, wrong guy to be putting gift subs on that. New Ace Attorney game, I'm the wrong guy. Lythero is over that way. If he had his goddamn computer. The poor bastard. Chrono Trigger, okay. I'm with you for the sake of my friends. I'll put in 100 gift subs on that. That's a bigger gift sub bet for most, but I'll give you that, right? I'll let you have that. Tactics announcement? Why not? Yeah. I'll put in 200 on that. You know what? There's a reasonable one that I'm down for. Punch Out returns. 50 gift subs. That'd be great. Something that's been gone for a long time. Even if it's a port of like the Wii game. If that comes back in some way, cool. They'll just be fun to play again. I have one that I'm gonna go back to the top. 100 gift subs if the system is under $400 technically. There's a reason why I'm putting 100 gift subs on that, because it is extremely unlikely based on current events. If that happens, we could celebrate together, dude. We will be sprinkling the chat with gift subs if that is the case. But here's the thing, if it's above that, you ain't getting shit. We are big sad. Dude, a $500 Nintendo system. Never happened. Even if it's $450, that's still pushing some limits, my dude. Multiple price points for different models, right. What I'm saying, the cheapest model is $400. The problem with that, I think the OLED Switch is close to that price anyway. Switch OLED was $350. Okay, exactly. The more unlikely this is, like, hey, you know, Mega Man comes back, Punch Out comes back, Chrono Trigger comes back. In accordance with this side, the gift sub bet goes up if it is more unlikely. So if something like, hey, Smash Brothers probably won't be here, right? Well, that's why it's got 250 gift subs. There's a lot of multi-hundred gift subs on here. Most of these are not happening. But if they do happen, I'm thrilled. I'm happy to put in the gift subs because we're happy, dude. That being said, KI on Switch. Actually, KI 2013, like new KI. New old. 300 gift subs. That's a 300 gift sub bet because I really want it. I would love that to be the case. Okay, let's do some fun ones. Using a Nintendo mouse on a body part. 25 gift subs. We said it before. You use the mouse right on your leg. You could use it on your leg. If we actually see in a trailer in some way Nintendo's goofball mouse execute my stupid ass like both legs, if they literally execute in some way in a trailer you using a Nintendo Switch 2 mouse on a body part, if you know your surroundings around you are covered in Cheetos, then you don't want to get it into the peripheral, so just use it on your leg. Like if they show that you rubbing the shit on a body part, I'm putting in 25 gift subs, even if they show it, even if it's just a demonstration of the event happening. I'm willing to put money down, okay? BIG. Xbox games on Switch. This is like 20 gift subs. Big Xbox games. Something substantial, like a Gears or a Forza or I don't fucking some Halo or some shit. Something relatively large, you know what I mean? Like a Perfect Dark or a Fable, like one of the bigger headliner Xbox games in some way. And hey, you know what? If Game Pass is now a thing that can happen on the Switch too, then yeah, dude, yeah, I'll say it. Let's do it. I will honor those 20 gift subs. If that is the case. Yeah, Banjo. Banjo comes back to the Switch too. I'll put in 50 gift subs on that. There was literally conversations that happened not even that long ago questioning how the hell has Microsoft not done something like remake Conquer or remake a Banjo game. Higher ups like legit acknowledged it that was not like a part of their overall plans. Revisiting those IPs were not part of their plans. There was something that was discussed with them not even that long ago that specifically said like, what about like returning Banjo or something? They were acknowledging that that's not really us anymore. And it's like, only 10 million units sold. But let's just make games that'll only sell 10 to 20 million copies so that by the time they come out, they sell maybe 1 to 2. In fact, I'll up this to like 150 because it's just not happening, man. Unless they like work with Nintendo to get it budgeted or some shit and it's made by like another developer. Who makes that? There's a couple of Xbox bets in here. KI, Xbox games on Switch 2, including Game Pass, and Banjo coming back in some way. A big, already released fighting game. Not MK1. That doesn't count. If you brought the Street Fighter series over to Switch, if you brought Tekken over to Switch, dude, Guilty Gear's on Switch, and apparently it's pretty good. It's actually not bad. Grand Blue could definitely work, and I would even count that, you know? I would even count that. But a big already released fighting game to show that, like, hey, you know, the existing audience for these games can actually also coincide with the Switch. That they can also come out on Switch. If that means that, like, hey, let's just take Fatal Fury as an example. Sure. If they announce like Fatal Fury is going to be coming on the Switch as well, cool. That counts. And let's do 50 gift subs per big old game. 2XKO on the Switch? Sure. I'm down. Not already released, but is in soon accordance to be released. DNF, Guilty Gear Strive, Dragon Ball FighterZ, those Unreal Engine 3/Unreal Engine 4 games are very much designed to function on the Switch, you know? Like, they already work relatively well. Yeah, you can lab on the plane your Dragon Ball combos and shit. Elden Ring on Switch? Yeah, okay. This is a small one. Consolable, normal gift sub bet. I'm with you. Elden Ring on Switch. Another Capcom collection? Not anytime soon. If Pokken 2 is announced, we have to play it. Dude, we played a bunch of Pokken 1. We didn't play a bunch, but we had like... That game was really fun for about a week. But that was the first game that made me realize, like, oh my God, like, matchmaking in fighting games sucks. Because at the end of the game, you can search for next match, and it would find you a game within the span of 15 seconds. It didn't load up any other menu. It didn't load up any other mode. It just immediately went, hey, we have another match for you. Ready to play? Bam, load it up, ready to go. It was like, what? Pokken 2. I'll do 25 gift subs. Mortal Kombat Remasters or Collection on Switch? Oh, bruh. This is like 100 gift subs in my opinion. No shit. That's an easy 100 gift subs. That's a big deal. The problem is WB would never. ARMS, 2 ARMS. I don't know. ARMS is okay, but I like Pokken more than ARMS, dude. It was okay. Not legs. Hell yeah. I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the meme. If they release a sequel to ARMS and it is specifically called Legs, that's some Alien to Aliens marketing shit. I'd be super... That was so smart. Brother, 500 gift subs. I'm willing to put a substantial amount of my equity down if the ARMS sequel is called Legs, and I don't give a shit. Soul Calibur Revival? Oh. Sure. When else is this gonna happen, dude? I'll put 400 gift subs on that. Big bets in here, bro. Soul Calibur 2 NSO? Yeah, that'd be great. My God. Wow. Wow. God. Wow, dude. Chat just watched the neurons fire in my head the moment it happened. Soul Calibur 2 on NSO. You know, there's several things that have to come together to make this happen. Nintendo Switch Online adds GameCube games, and one of the games that's in there is specifically Soul Calibur 2 with Link. Soul Calibur 2 HD is on Xbox One. It is. But Soul Calibur 2 HD got Spawn and Heihachi. It did not get the GameCube version. The GameCube version of the game is still locked behind, like, emulation and shit. That'd be the Simmons gimme, right? We have a Steve gimme. We have a Kenny gimme. Let's put a Simmons gimme in here. Anything Monolith Soft, right? Any Monolith Soft game directly adjacent to the Church of Xenoblade. Gotta put that shit in there if that does happen in some way. Has to be a new Monolith Soft game. The Elena trailer. Yeah, that's another small gift sub bet. Let's do 20 on that because we know that's happening soon. Like, not surprising, and just be like, cool. If the Elena trailer shows up at this event where they're like, hey, Street Fighter 6 is on the Nintendo Switch, and we are concluding the second season of Street Fighter with Elena. Check out the latest trailer. You know, dumb shit. Okay, I'm with you. A new Zelda remake. I think we have to. Yeah, let's put 100 on that. I'd play it again. I've only played Ocarina of Time once, but I would definitely play it again if there was a Switch remake. I've forgotten most of the events of the game, so it would be kind of like a fun revisiting sort of playthrough. You know what I mean? Oh, this was one I was thinking of earlier that we didn't have a space for. Like a new big fighting game. Not some small thing. This has to be like a big deal. And not even a new IP game. We're saying like a brand new big fighting game is showing up on Switch, not an already released game. This is sort of a slot reserved for like whatever Arc System Works next game is, like an actual big deal fight. Capcom versus SNK 3. I don't, what the hell's Capcom's next fighting game that they're working on? Because they're definitely doing it. You know, that's 100% happening. And there's 2 devs that are out there that we do not know what they're working on, and it's specifically Capcom and it's specifically Arc System Works. I want to do 250 gift subs. It's a big fighting game that we get to look forward to. You know what? This also coincides with Soul Calibur Revival. Let's say Soul Calibur exclusively is 400 gift subs. And this is for something that is not Soul Calibur adjacent. This is a big list right now, chat. Okay, let's do Resident Evil. I'm down. Resident Evil something. 50 gift subs. If it's anything. If it's like returning Resident Evil games, other Resident Evil games, like it has to be something kind of new. Something that's returning in some fashion. You have to put yourself in Nintendo's head where, okay, so we announced the Switch 2 and our stock went down a whole bunch. What did we not show? We didn't show a lot of games. We pretty much told people that we're making new hardware. We teased it. Now we're at a worse place financially than we were from not announcing it. That's weird. So how do we get people back on our side? And there's another bet. There's my final bet. From the event itself, hardware, 25%. Games, 75%. 3/4 of this show should be spent talking and showing games. If they do that, I'm happy. It could be games I don't even give a shit about. If they literally spend most of this time quite literally discussing this shit, then I am legit happy that they're not like oogling and choogling over the sides and the curvature and zooming in and spending so much time. Oh, look at our piece of, like it's an iPhone. I would be so goddamn mad. I'd be so livid if they spent so much time. Look at the C button, the mystery C button. What do you think the mystery C button does? Shut the fuck up. Like, if they do this, I'm putting in 50 gift subs. If they spend the opposite, and it's like the majority of the event is just talking about the hardware and not games, and they're like, we'll be talking about the games in summer. See you in 4 more months. You guys owe me 50 gift subs each. We're in this together. There can't be a commitment just on my end. We're in this together, bro. We're in the trenches right now. The event goes down on Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Early. I have to leave at like 7:45. So if it's an hour-and-a-half presentation, that would be perfect. So yeah, stay tuned. We're going to be streaming it exclusively on Twitch because it is an event show, and event shows can have a bunch of copywritten music all over it and stuff. They'll show like a Just Dance game, and I turn into a pile of bones if there's a YouTube video. We'll have a video coming up on YouTube soon after.